Hello everybody, welcome in today's stream. We wait a couple of minutes for the first people to tune into the stream, and give everybody a chance to jump into the stream. Drop already the like button down below, guys, and we will be starting in a couple of minutes, looking at some interesting questions and looking at some interesting charts. Also, guys, already think maybe about some things you maybe want me to have a look at later, so you can drop that over in the chat. I will be back with you in a couple of minutes, and don't forget to smash up that like button, guys. See you in a bit. We're almost beginning, guys. Make sure to drop the like button and let me know in the chat section if you can hear me clearly, if you can still hear my voice, that I'm kind of still a little bit sick. And from where are you guys tuning in right now? I'm also curious for that, because often I'm seeing some Dutchies watching the channel quite early. Right now I'm in Indonesia, and right here it's slightly before 12 o'clock in the midday. Audio good. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that. What's that for flag? I'm on the green. Don't recognize it. India, what time is it? Early in the morning, right? Should be early. The more from Indonesia, the more to the left, the more early it gets. Okay, guys. Nice. Finally, we got a good connection. YouTube saying we got a great connection right now. No problems yet. So let's start, guys. Let's go. I hope you like the new countdown. It's for me also a new thing. I thought I just want to give everybody the chance to be able to tune into the live stream, without getting directly the notification, and to have some time to prepare. So, guys, let's go to which chart we normally look at. Let's start with the Coinbase chart. Where are my drawings? Right here. Oh yeah. So yesterday I've been talking about, right, like the moment we are going to break this uptrending support. this uptrending support right here, we could be seeing the breakout of a rising wedge formation, which eventually could mean that Bitcoin could test the lows right here again. So that still is possible. On the 4-hour time frame, one level I've been pointing out yesterday was 42,600. That is the level that we are trading right now. Basically, when we lose this level, we didn't manage to keep the previous low on the 4-hour time frame, which basically means that we on a 4-hour time frame are back into a downtrend. Like in this formation, of course, that would be quite bearish, to be honest. So right now it's definitely a little bit risky with Bitcoin, especially if you're longing Bitcoin. Also because we got this rejection right now at 44,500. That is even below the actual resistance at 45,700 roughly. So that is a bit worrying for the shorter term time frame, right? This is just purely for the coming days, ahead, right? Maybe the coming days, maybe even the coming weeks, that we can continue to trade within this descending channel, because we haven't reclaimed this key resistance right there. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing right now on the Bitcoin chart, but there are some different signs as well. So first of all, one of the signs is we got a uptrend in the relative strength index, which is still holding, which could mean that there is a very, very small chance for the bulls to defend this level and still see a bounce from here. I think it is still possible, but it is definitely, there is a very small chance for that, as we got already quite a rejection right. The best thing was, of course, if Bitcoin was keeping on holding this uptrending support and eventually get that test of this resistance, maybe get a pullback, and then at the second try to break it, that would be a very bullish scenario. Death cross pump. Yeah, we can also have a look at the death cross. Feeling better, Jeroen? Yeah, kind of. I kind of feel better, but I still have a little bit. My ears are stuck. My nose a little bit stuck. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the flu. Have it for a couple of days now, but yeah, it's getting better. I'm almost 100% fit. Let's say it like that. I'm already sporting again and stuff, so that is a good sign. What else? Wow, I see in the chat cup and handle. Actually, that is from Gen Z. That is an interesting thought which you have there. That this could be the cup and this could be the handle. Two things which I would say against that is actually that cup and handle is normally a continuation pattern. So it's better to enter it from a uptrend and then continue that uptrend like this. And normally cup and handle formations you want to see on a bigger time frame, maybe on the daily time frame. This is a bit small time frame for such a pattern. But there are some bullish signs out there as well, which I'm going to share with you. We got some people from Australia turning in, from Perth. That's nice. Perth, I've been there once. It is a nice place in Fremantle. I've been to Fremantle, to the big park next to the city center. Very nice. Oh, okay, guys. First bullish sign. Get ready. That is this one. That is the funding rates. The funding rates right now are still negative, and they went from actually quite extreme negative to now slightly negative. That is a bullish sign. That is a good sign for Bitcoin, in my opinion. That can definitely show us that a lot of people right now are shorting, a lot of people are bearish, which can always bring these unexpected situations that Bitcoin just tries to see, to create a scenario of max pain and just is going up from here, creating buying pressure. Another signal, or another pattern actually that I'm seeing right now in the chart was a potential falling wedge formation. Let me show you what I mean right here. We had a declining resistance, declining support in a converging pattern right here. We broke out to the downside. We had this dip. We broke back into this wedge pattern and we broke the resistance. Now we could be seeing that retest and then continue this uptrend. This is also a little bit hopium, guys. Of course, Bitcoin right now, short-term time frame, is looking very risky, and we could be seeing, chances are definitely high Bitcoin is going to revisit these lows again, especially if we cannot hold 42,600. I just want to point out this pattern as a potential formation, right? So if we lose 42,600 decisively on the 4-hour time frame, then we are back into a downtrend. We fail to hold support right there. Most likely we will be seeing lower levels. But yeah, the funding rates, such a falling wedge pattern, are some signals which you can consider more bullish than bearish signals. Plenty shorts and longs liquidated. Volume is still low, fear and greed. Yeah, that's true. Like the sentiment, guys, I don't know if you have seen that, or if you have noticed that much. Sentiment right now is not that positive. A lot of people are actually quite bearish. Very understandable, of course, with such a price action. Fear and greed index. Fear and greed. Let me have a look at that. It's also, still at fearful levels. We are at extreme fearful levels. So I think if we are going to look in hindsight, the levels that we are trading right now, if you are going to look in a couple of months from right now, guys, I think this is providing us with very unique buying opportunities. And I think the levels that we are trading right now is a great buying opportunity if you look in the next coming months, definitely. Unless we are seeing, for example, the S&P 500 losing its structure as well, and it really looks like we're gonna enter a bear market. I don't think that's the case right now. I still think this is a nice buying opportunity for the coming months ahead. But yeah, in the shorter term time frame, so in the next coming days, we definitely could be seeing lower levels right here in Bitcoin. But guys, there's another bullish signal where I want to talk about, and I haven't seen really others talking about it, but that's the Dixie. And the Dixie has seen a breakout to the downside, which is actually very bullish for Bitcoin, as there is an inverse correlation between Bitcoin and the Dixie normally. So normally there's an inverse correlation, which means that when the Dixie goes down, there will be buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin. So for now, for this example, we can overlay the Bitcoin chart and have a look how that correlation still is. So yeah, quite interesting. What we can see right here is that the moment here we went down in the Dixie, that exact moment we went up in Bitcoin. So I think that inverse correlation is still there. Here's a little bit more fake. Dixie was trading in this, descending triangle. We have been talking about it, right? We actually anticipated a breakdown, but not a breakdown from this uptrending support from this rising channel. But that is actually a bullish sign for Bitcoin, because the next major support for the Dixie, we got some support right here at 94.4, but the next major support might be right here, starting at 93.5, going down to 93.2. That is an important level for the Dixie, as you can see right here with previous price action. We got rejected from there multiple times. Level has been acting as support as well. So that would still mean a drop in the Dixie before reaching support, and a drop in the Dixie could equal price increase in Bitcoin. So that is quite interesting, guys, because we have the price right now with Bitcoin is, the price structure is looking bearish, right? We just got rejected 44k. Bitcoin is coming down. We almost losing the support on the 4-hour time frame. But yeah, if we have a look at different charts, so the Dixie is going down, which is an inverse correlation. The funding rates are negative. Fear is in the market. Sentiment is very bearish. So a lot of other signals, maybe a little bit more macro signals, right? They are quite bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, I wouldn't be too bearish myself on Bitcoin. And if we are going to see lower levels, which indeed is maybe quite likely right now, then I still would expect Bitcoin to continue to trade in the in this descending channel. So that means that we still could see lower levels. We still could be dropping down right here, test the lows, maybe even get another drop below that to this level, 37,500. and maybe we are bouncing from that, you know. But I think in general, from this price range, so let's say after the beginning of February, maybe after the beginning of February, I think it is more likelier for Bitcoin to trend upwards right here, rather than to do something like this and then will be coming more down. I think that's my personal opinion, my feeling for now in the markets, with all these signals that I'm seeing and the sentiment and the amount of traders that are shorting right now. I think that is the more likely scenario, and I had that feeling multiple times also in the past. Right here we had a really strong signals right here that we were going to trend up from here. I don't think it is the same right now. It's definitely a different situation, but we are seeing some different signals, and that is that different charts are telling a different story than Bitcoin. We got the yields coming up, which has a correlation with Bitcoin. We got sentiment being negative, traders being more short, Dixie breaking out to the downside. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 right here. Yeah, S&P 500 is looking is not looking too good. Right here we lost that horizontal potential support again, and we see a further drop right here. So yeah, S&P 500 is not looking all too good. Funny when the Dixie is going down actually. So that is interesting to see, to be honest. Guys, are there any other signals you want me to have a look at? And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Bitcoin still going to go up from these levels, still test 45,700, or do you think that we are going to see something like this, get a rejection at the next smaller bounce and then see lower levels? Pim, I don't have my hope on a short-term pump anymore. No, I get that. I can understand that, especially after such a rejection. Are you Dutch? Yes, I am Dutch. I also have a Dutch channel for all the Dutchies under us. I have a Dutch channel. It's called The Blockchain Vandaag. And I have a link to that channel, I think, down below. I'm not really sure. I will put a link to that channel in the chat. One moment. But yeah, I'm not active on that channel as I am on my English channel. But I do want to be posting more videos on that. Mainly the most important videos I want to do in Dutch as well, when I have some very important information. So I've put the channel link in the description or in the chat. You can click on it. It's easy to hear that he is Dutch. Yeah, it's really easy, right? For me also, I can always hear when other people are Dutch. Sometimes when I'm living now in Indonesia, right? Sometimes even when I'm going out in a restaurant, I see people, I don't even listen to them talking. I haven't heard what they say, but I already can tell, like, yeah, those are Dutch people. Some Dutch people, they have really a Dutch face, like me too. Like if you look at my face, my girlfriend also always says that, you know, I'm a very typical Dutchman. I think Bitcoin needs longer consolidation before gaining strength to pump. Yeah, that is definitely possible, yeah. But we're seeing the strength building up in the background now. We're seeing the foundations being laid down. That is, I think that is definitely true. It's just I've never really seen like never really seen like a situation in Bitcoin where we have negative funding rates, negative sentiment, most of the people are shorting, and then that the price actually goes down and reward the majority of the people in the market. Normally it's the other way around. Normally it's always the majority of the people in the market are being punished. So if right now, that is the thing, if right now the majority of the people would be longing Bitcoin, I would be more skeptical. But yeah, although I do see the risks right here, Bitcoin can be coming down. And I said in my video yesterday, if we lose the support, yeah, the next level is going to be 42.6. If we lose that, then most likely we are going to test the lows again. And I still think that. I still think that if we lose 42.6, we can test the lows. I'm curious how low Bitcoin could go actually. Well, Pim, I actually think like if Bitcoin would come down to 37,500, that would be a really great gift to all of us if we even get there. I don't think it's very likely for Bitcoin to go much lower. But yeah, I can be wrong as well. And as you know, a lot of famous sentence in the markets is that the corrections always go lower than you expected. I honestly, guys, really honestly, I didn't expect Bitcoin to test these upper 39k levels when we were trading back here. I really thought like we could be seeing a nice breakout rally right here. But after getting rejected and losing this level, yeah, we got another scenario in play. But yeah, this correction is already, in my opinion, already slightly deeper than I initially had anticipated. I gotta be honest. But yeah, nevertheless, it is still providing us with opportunities. And right now, I just still think that even though we could be seeing lower levels in the shorter term time frame, I don't think we are going to lose the support of this descending channel. Plenty of buyers at 40k. We can have a look at Tensor charts as well, because the last time they were actually quite accurate with showing us where the buy signals were, or where the orders actually were being placed in the order book. No, 30k I also don't think it's possible, of course, but I don't think that any lower and it's bear time. Yeah, that is that is true. The bearish thing is that, of course, we are trading already quite some time below the 21-week EMA and 20-week moving average. Yeah, Pim, I get you. The thing is, that is maybe one of the most important signals actually, which you can use. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let's go to the daily time frame. Like, we're doing it quite often right here on the channel. Maybe let's go to a different chart. I have too many drawings on these charts. Let's go to Bitfinex. Let's get rid of the indicators. We will dive into the shorter term time frame in a bit, guys. I can show you what happens there. But what we can see right here, we got an all-time high at 65,000 US dollars. Let's say it like that, 65,000 US dollars. What we then see is we break that all-time high. Normally when we break an all-time high, we want to see a lot of momentum coming along and volume coming along and see a nice rally in the price. But we didn't see that, so we rolled over and we lost that all-time high. And this is actually the moment we are losing that level again after breaking. That is a big warning signal. A big warning signal. And eventually we got that bigger correction, yeah. Yeah, what's bullish on the momentum indicators now on the daily time frame is we got a buy signal on Orion's belt, which is quite significant. We got here the waves right here showing a bullish divergence. The relative strength index not yet, but we can see on the MACD we are forming a higher low, which is also a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. And this is not a signal that you are seeing that often. But yeah, it's also not a direct signal that has to play out directly. So for example, right here, we can also see it, price is trending down within its structure. MACD is trending up. That is a bullish divergence eventually. And we got a huge pump in the Bitcoin price. So this is quite a good sign, to be honest. I think this is quite a bullish sign. But yeah, that doesn't mean that we could do, for example, something like this, where Bitcoin was to come down like that, and then eventually trend up, and that the MACD is doing something like this, and then eventually go up. So yeah, it's not a short-term indicator, but it's again another indicator which goes in the bullish basket, and yeah, also tells me that I just don't think we are going to see something like this. It wouldn't make sense for me to see something like this, Bitcoin testing these lows again. But yeah, nothing is impossible. Bitcoin has seen a lot of crazy moves in the past. Also depending what happens in the worldwide, like something we have seen in March 2020. This crazy drop right here in the Bitcoin price. Yeah, in the end, everything is possible. It's just about calculating or figuring out what is the more likely scenario and acting when we are like breaking or losing certain support and resistance levels. So guys, we'll be jumping in the short-term time frames. Make sure to smash up the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Oh yeah, it's loading. That would be very much appreciated, guys. What's going on here? We have some support at these levels. Yeah, that's nice. We got some support at 42.5k, like I've been mentioning before. That is going to be important level. So I think right now we could be seeing a small bounce right here, but then it's going to be important for Bitcoin to break, of course, this level. 43.1k. Yeah, stocks are crashing too. Yeah, that's not so good. That's not so good. That is true. I will be looking more into this visual heat map charts. I'm going to do more research about that, and I'm going to implement that more in my analysis. I think that's quite interesting. And I might use that also for the trading dashboard that we are building right now. What are the momentum indicators saying right here? So yeah, we got on the 1 hour time frame, looks like we lost the uptrend support and the relative strength index. Looks like, yeah, doesn't look like a decisive breakout so far. Yeah, so in the shorter term time frame, we could be seeing a small bounce right here. 43,100 to 200 going to be important. If we get rejected, yeah, Bitcoin most likely going to see lower levels. If we can break, we have the next level at 43,500. And then we need to flip this level into support, of course, and break back above 44,000 US dollars. Yeah, how's silver actually doing? Well, I haven't looked at that chart for a long time, but I thought it was doing quite well. Oh, this isn't looking too bad. Testing the neckline now of a potential W formation. Yeah, silver is actually looking quite good. If we break this resistance at 23.24, we can definitely see or 23.2. We can definitely see a nice pump in the silver price. What do you think about the monthly MACD? Let's have a look at the monthly MACD. Oh wait, let's take another chart. Just get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah, that one is looking quite. That one isn't looking too bullish yet with a potential bearish cross. That's definitely true. So yeah, guys. Yeah, you know, I also don't want to be the guy who's always bullish, like, because of course there are always multiple outcomes. It is possible. There is a likelihood, a possibility that this was the bull market top. I don't think so. I really don't think that is the most likely scenario, but it is possible that this was the top and that we are going to see multi-month downtrend now. But yeah, I don't think that is the case. I definitely don't think it, but yeah, it is possible. What do we got here on the monthly MACD? We also have a potential uptrend of a monthly RSI. We got a potential uptrend that might be interesting actually. That we could be seeing a bounce from that uptrend. And here you can see as well, the last time we touched that uptrend, that was March 2020, when we had that big of a drop in the price. So this could be something. This could be yeah, level of support for momentum, definitely. Pims, a double top without a blow off top, and also that cat bounce. Yes, yeah, that cat bounce can always come, of course, but no, that's right. There was no blow off top. If that would be the case, yeah. So, like I said, I don't think it's the likeliest scenario, but it is a possible scenario, right? Like normally we are seeing a blow off top, extreme emotions, and we haven't seen that. So that is also one of the requirements. A lot of traders are looking at that, right, including me, because we have seen it in the previous bull market. We are seeing it intra trends as well, intra week trends, or these lows and highs within this bigger cycle. Also always goes into extremes. As you can see, these wicks here, you got a huge wick, here we got a huge wick. Those are all similar to blow off top kind of situations, because the emotional state of the investment of the traders goes to a certain extreme, from a certain extreme to a certain extreme, and so on. That's basically how the markets work. And what we have seen right here is slightly confusing, because there was not that extreme. But yeah, if I think back about this rally right here, then the surroundings were quite different. Like I remember in this rally right here, a lot of people from my secondary school, high school, and so on, I got a lot of messages from a lot of people talking about crypto. Everybody was suddenly staking. Some people had a lot of knowledge about all these small cryptocurrencies, which I even almost never heard about. So yeah, I got even that is a good sign, right? Like my brother even called me up like the other day, you know, and he was telling me like, yo, should I buy Dogecoin? And I was like, well, I wouldn't do that, you know, like the market cap is already multi-billion market cap. If you want to double your investment, you gotta have multiple billions of US dollars, which need to flow into your into that token, right? So I wouldn't do it. And for me, I also told him like the fact that you call me and ask me this question is already for me evidence that this coin is gonna dump pretty hard, you know. And he was actually a little bit confused, like, hey, what do you mean with that? And I remember that a couple of days afterwards, Dogecoin was dumping like crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, so it is really true what they always say, right? Like when retail steps in, or people who have nothing to do with crypto, they're always the last one who's jumping in, right? So yeah, people who are less interested in that, you know, people who are like never reading into crypto, never taking the time and effort to learn about it. And then eventually they hear on the news, you know, okay, wow, crypto, you know, you can make a lot of money. And then they start throwing some money, and they always win in the first months or the first weeks. They always have profit. Retail, that's always the thing. Everybody say retail always lose money, but it's never true. Retail doesn't know how to manage their emotions. That's the problem, because retail always makes some money. You always heard these stories. Yeah, this guy made that like shit amount of money. That guy made that amount of money. And then if you ask them, okay, how much money did he cash out? How much money does he has now? Yeah, well, not really much. Or he got a bad luck, or he did a bad thing with that, or he forgot to take profits. There's always a story. Maybe you guys can relate to that. But there's always a story. So retail is often in profit, especially in the latest phase of the bull market. Retail is in profit. But if they stay in profit, that is the other question. No, he didn't buy Doge. I told him not to do it, so he didn't do it. So he he catch the bullet there, right? You said the Dixie is going down. It's not. It's going up. Well, maybe right now, like short term, it can go up. But if you look at the structure of the Dixie, let's go to the daily time frame right here. Maybe it's better to see. What I mean right here is that we have a rising channel, already a structure that has been formed since May 2021. So actually since the summer, right here. And now we are seeing the opposite, right? We are seeing that we most likely have seen the end of the trend. We have run into some heavy resistance. I've been pointing out this level as well. You can see that has been heavy support in the past on a macro scale. Right now we got resistance, we got rejected, and we lost that uptrend right here. So maybe the Dixie on an hourly chart goes up. But I'm not bullish. If I look at this chart, doesn't matter if it would be the Dixie, Volkswagen, or whatever it is. This chart is not looking bullish to me right now. Definitely not, guys. What do you guys think? Does this chart look bullish? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Doge is actually up 5% today. Yeah, okay, I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about... the Doge hype when Elon Musk was buying Doge. After Elon Musk bought Doge, or when he was tweeting about that stuff, you know, a lot of people got interested in that. So let me check. Why this is actually quite funny, because we were saying, right, this is we see potential inverse head and shoulders right here. Let's check if we met that target already. We broke out right there. Wow. Yeah, that is. That's actually nice. Okay? That's actually how accurate TA sometimes can be. You know, like we have here an inverse head and shoulders on a bigger time scale, on a macro time scale, and right here we can see if we measure the target of that inverse head and shoulders, then we can see that almost exactly right here we've met that target, and from there we went down. And normally I never take the target as the target of the pattern as the only confirmation, of course. But we also had macro support, macro level right there, significant level. So yeah. So this is a good sign for Bitcoin, to be honest. This is definitely a good sign. Dixie could be seeing lower levels, which can create buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin, and hope that the S&P is going to see a nice bounce soon. Guys, are there any other charts you want me to have a look at? Yeah, bullish to the downside. Yeah, if you invert the chart, it might look bullish. Yeah, that's true. Doge is up while a lot of stuff is down. Yeah, the thing is also, like, I've been looking at FTM. Phantom had a very nice rally against Bitcoin. If the chart can load. Let's have a look at Luna then. Yeah, Luna looks quite okay, I would say. As long as we can hold above 77.8, Luna looks good. Could this be a rising channel? Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think Luna is looking okay right here. But if we lose this support, 77.9, 77.8, if we lose that, then we could be actually quite bearish. We could be actually even seeing a quite a correction right here. Take care of a potential head and shoulders formation. Just something to look at right here. But as long as we are trading above this support, I think it is not looking too bad. Phantom, yeah, Phantom is actually looking quite good. I think that could be an ecosystem that's going to Phantom USD. Wait, FTM USD. I hope it's loading now. Guys, while the chart is loading, make sure to drop a like down below. Make sure to smash up the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. And of course, guys, always make sure to follow me over on Twitter. Because lately I'm also sharing quite some TA over on Twitter. So I will leave the link to my Twitter account in the live chat right here. So it looks like I can't get Phantom's chart. Let's check a different Phantom. Let's check. Yeah, okay, so that's me. So we got a nice rally right here, guys. This is beautiful. This was a very nice rally, Phantom USD. I think so far still looking bullish. We have seen a lot of projects on Phantom actually gaining. Let me show you some projects. 2 projects I was watching actually. Yeah, they were doing actually really good. One of them is Geist Finance. Let's have a look at Geist. Geist Finance trading right now at 53 cents. But the chart is just looking interesting. I'm going to show you guys the chart right here. Give me one moment. I don't know how is this in Holland or in other parts of the country, but it's freaking warm here. It's really hot here. I had to put on the fan. Okay, so when we look at Geist Finance right here, you can see that from the moment we dropped, we have seen a massive correction right here. But now it looks like Geist could be bottoming out right here and eventually start the next uptrend right here. So I think that is interesting. It's a very low cap project. Market cap is 80 million. But yeah, it's a project on Phantom. And it's a borrowing and lending project. So yeah, and then we got another one, which is also very interesting for a small cap tokens. Yeah, so guys, this is not financial advice. Yeah, don't suddenly go invest in all these tokens just because we're going to look at it now. Don't do that. Always do your own research. But I think this one is also quite interesting. Tarot. Also only because there are projects on Phantom, right? So Phantom is doing now quite good. Like a lot of liquidity is flowing to Phantom, and therefore liquidity also flowing to these smaller projects. So we got Tarot, has a market cap of 30 million US dollars approximately. So that is quite nice, you know, low market caps. If you for people who want to take a risk, you know, always make sure don't invest too much in these smaller projects. There's always a high risk involved, but nevertheless, it's quite interesting. Because when Phantom, let's check Phantom against BTC. Because when Phantom price increases, most of the time these smaller projects, they are increasing even more. So I've been trading Phantom here. Let me get rid of that. So here you can see that Phantom against Bitcoin is setting new all-time highs. But coming with a bearish divergence. So if we lose that level, we might see a small correction right here. If we are losing that previous level of resistance at 6,660 satoshis. But okay guys, let's go to Bitcoin. Let me give you guys a quick summary before I'm going to start and continue to work on the dashboard. Got some stuff to do right here. Let me tell you a quick summary about what is happening on Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin most likely is going to bounce right here. 43.1k 150 is going to be major level. If we get rejected, most likely we will be coming down and testing these lows, especially when we lose 42,600, right? So this small bounce can happen. If we lose 42,600, that's going to be bearish. If we break above it, next level is 43,500. Next level is of course going to be 44,000 US dollars. If we can reclaim those levels, we have 45,700. Most likely we will be getting a rejection from that. If we want to break it, I think it's not likely to take it in one go. However, you never know, it's Bitcoin. Right now chances are to the downside slightly higher than to the upside in my opinion, but yeah, if we can reclaim these levels, then we can be seeing a nice bounce in the Bitcoin price. The bullish signs that we are seeing is Dixie going down, and the funding rates are still negative, which means that the majority of the traders are still shorting. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you a awesome day today. If you haven't done so already, drop a like. If you enjoyed this live stream, drop a like down below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. That is very much appreciated. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. For the Dutch people out there, follow me also over on my Dutch channel. I will leave a link into the live chat right here. And yeah, be careful with trading, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.